Back to Philadelphia, the Magic and the Philadelphia 76ers getting together for the fourth and final time this year. The Magic have won the two of the previous three meetings. Starting lineup presented by Steak and Shake for Orlando. Steve Francis and Doug Christie in the backcourt. Christie had 4 steals Thursday against Atlanta. Kelvin Cato, Dwight Howard, and Grant Hill for Orlando start of the year. The opening tip is controlled by Philadelphia, and we're underway on
11 of them at the offensive end.
Philadelphia has not been a good rebounding team this year. They did out-rebound Toronto in their win last night. Then he's got 8 of Philly's 15. The Sixers lead is 3. Make it 1. As Steve Francis buries his first jumper of the night. Basket again, but missed that time. Beautiful crossover by Francis, and the hop step gets him open.
And the crowd behind us oohing and eyeing with that move by Steve Francis.
Exciting time for race fans in Central Florida and all across the USA. Steve Francis going to the basket and will get to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Kind of double team, and with fronting the post if you attack it. Jim O'Brien calling out to his team, watch the half-court trap. This is an ideal.
Francis defended by Iguodala. Steve dribbles around a Garrity screen. The pass to Nelson. The shot out of the corner is no good. Offensive rebound, Francis, and a foul on McKee.
Little seams and cracks to get to the offensive board. Emphasis lately, they've been getting out rebounded so much. It's a cause of some of their losses of late. And they did out rebound Toronto tonight, and they've been.
LeGreen got a hand on it. Jameer gets it back, shoots from 20.
Must be a wet spot there.
Hedo Turkoglu deflects it away from Green. 3-on-1, Francis, and a foul on Williamson. Boy, remarkable the way he's able to do that.
Hedo Turkoglu and Jameer Nelson teaming up nicely to come up with that steal. And Steve Francis in this game picked up 2 relatively quick personal fouls. Had to go to the bench floor. Has done nothing but attack the basket, and it's always a good idea for Steve. Not only can he finish himself, but he can draw those fouls.
And Steve Francis's free throw makes it a 4-point game. Francis on the drive, and Iverson got him. Little hand check foul on Allen, his first personal foul of the game. Philadelphia is over the limit, and if Francis can focus in on one rim, and hopefully he can keep shooting the free throws well. 12 points for Steve. Still a little bit shaken up after getting poked in the eye.
Georgetown doing all kinds of things is positive things for John Thompson and the Georgetown Hoyas those 2 seasons.
Very temperamental. This shot no good. And a long toss ahead. Great catch and finish by Francis. Well, that was a special play by Steve.
And Larry always pushing a little bit, but Allen had to show his frustration somewhere. Knew he couldn't yell at the coach, although he probably did that a time or 2.
A deflection by Cato. Francis picks it up on the run. Steve barreling through the lane. Tough break, but he'll get to the line.
Esser getting their hand on the ball quite a bit, knocking it loose. Well, you just saw the frustration mounting late in that first quarter as Allen Iverson was just having his way. And
how do you like Iguodala, number 9 pick out of Arizona?
Well, a very good rookie. Well, he's got the opportunity to.
I can't remember number 8. Those are pretty good players there in that lottery last June. Of course, Dwight Howard, number 1. Francis! A highlight reel dunk in Philadelphia.
On the launching pad, Steve Francis getting those feet planted. He didn't have the wall-to-wall coverage that you have now, or with the Wilt Chamberlain on the team. Obviously, it was a.
Iverson, they're shooting 51% as a ball club.
You can see it in their body language, their facial expression. They're just playing with a lot of confidence right now. You go back to 2001 when everything went right for the 76ers as they went to the finals. Eric Snow at the point, but their role players, George Lynch and Tyrone Hill and Dikembe Mutombo, they treated all those missed Iverson shots as passes. A very alert defense.
That will do it. 3 minutes into this fourth period. Pat looking for the shot this time. And a sweet jumper by Garrity.
It was really fun listening to basketball on radio back in those days.
That three-pointer by Francis gets the Magic back to within 11, which is as close as they came late in the third period.
On the floor. He's got 5 personal fouls.
An offensive rebound for Francis. He'll pull it back out. Orlando has a chance to get the lead down to single digits. Korver defending Francis. Garrity open for 2 and cuts the lead to 9. He tucks it up. Nelson from Francis.
Right back at you. The Orlando Magic beating the Sixers down the floor.
Matt Philly played last night. In the fourth quarter, they could wear down a bit. Although Iverson never seems to wear down. Steve follows his own miss. 9-point game again. Under 6 minutes to go. We've got time. 4 minutes to go. Francis out to Garrity. Pat wanted to pull the trigger, but Williamson is there. Steve is fouled by Iguodala. Count the field goal for Francis and a foul on Iguodala.
Does so well, especially late in the game. Really has a nose for not only the rim, but drawing contact. And force him somewhere to where Pat Garrity is, so he can step in and either take a charge or make him make the next pass.
Francis driving. He'll get to the line. The field goal is good. Jackson commits the personal. And count it for Steve Francis.
Jackson doesn't have explosion or shot blocking ability. He's in there to take hard fouls, but Steve did an excellent job of
drive to go. Francis to Garrity. Pat playing so well tonight, and he drills it for 3. Standing ovation for Iverson as time ticks away in the fourth quarter. Willie Green's 3 is no good. And that is the end of the game.